What's up, boys and girls? Welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Evercrisis video. First off, happy Halloween to you. Make sure if you're going out tonight, be safe, take care of your kids, watch out for evil people giving out evil stuff like bread. No, I'm kidding. Just be careful. You obviously vet your candy. Papa Payne always wants to look out for the community, obviously. And today is meant to be a fun day. So, with that being said, I woke up, and as usual, I got a lot of DMs. Usually my Discord is popping off in the middle of the night when I'm sleeping. Luckily, everything's on silent. Nobody can see the screen. But somebody mentioned there was an emergency maintenance, and I right away was like, oh my God, what now? What could have possibly happened now? So let's go into notices and take a look before we look into the actual issue that happened, okay? So emergency maintenance complete at 8:15 a.m. is when this notice came out. So emergency maintenance was conducted on the below duration due to a possibility of inconsistencies with the content released October 30th, which was last night, at 10 p.m. Eastern Time or 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Savings Time. The emergency maintenance has been completed as of October 1st at 4 a.m., which means 7 a.m. my time. Yikes, that's not too long ago. We sincerely apologize for the sudden emergency maintenance. So what the hell happened? Investigation of partial information inconsistencies. Good Lord. This is what I was talking about, right? This game may as well be called Final Fantasy Compensation Crisis. To be real, it's pretty much what it's become, right? And it's not a bad thing, really. I don't care these small mistakes. It's more for us. Yippee. To be honest, like, let's be real. These inconsistencies do suck. These issues do suck. But let's see what this is all about. As an apology for the emergency maintenance, we deliver the following things to players: 300 blue crystals and then stamina tonics. Cool. 300 free crystals. But that's not the only problem, folks. Okay, here we go. Issues regarding the Zack and Glenn new weapon feature draw. We literally just had an issue 2 banners ago with the Aerith and Matt one, and I'm praying to God we're not having a similar compensation issue, okay? So, this is why I call my lawyers every banner now to review all the documentation. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy VII Evercrisis as of October 1st, 4 a.m. Pacific Daylight Savings Time or 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is my time. We have confirmed and corrected the below notation error in regards to Zack and Glenn's new weapon feature draw. In the notice for the Zack and Glenn new weapon feature draw, the stamp odds for 3 stamps were listed as 5.92% instead of the actual 15.92%. Oh, somebody forgot to put a 1. That's all it takes, guys. Human error. Like, how is this not scripted? Like, that's what blows me away. Like, I'm shocked this is not scripted for every, like, this should be the same thing for every banner. I would imagine this is a standard percentage for every banner. In the banner of Zack and Glenn new weapon feature draw, the description of the R ability boost ability potency for Glenn's exclusive weapon, the Pumpkin Lamppost, was incorrectly stated as boost the damage dealt of physical abilities instead of boost the damage dealt of physical and magical abilities. Now that one is a bigger deal. For all of us day 1 players, we understand what the ability stat is, right? We all know that it is in fact just for a split between physical and magic 50-50 down the line. But for those who don't know and see physical abilities will instantly be like, oh my God, this is going to be way better for physical sub-weapon users, right? And that will confuse them. So this one is a little bit of a bigger deal. So issue apology. As an apology for the misinformation, we distributed 3,000 blue crystals to customers who logged in between October 30th during the banner and October 31st, 12:14 a.m. So my gripe here with this one is obviously the time login information. Yes, and I think this is something that kind of needs to be addressed by the devs. They're giving out blue crystals for people who are logging in between these times, even if we're not pulling, which is great. But quite honestly, for something like this, with the amount of issues we've been having, everyone should get the compensation. So let me know, guys, in the comment section if you did not. So if I look here on my gifts, I was in fact logged on. So I got myself 300 and a 3,000, which is amazing for me, obviously. There is an expiry date, so please log in to collect all your rewards. Again, I don't think it's fair. I'm going to play devil's advocate here, right? I don't think it's fair for people who are sleeping or in different time zones and don't want to wake up at 3 in the morning for a banner. I think that's fair. I think people should have the right to be able to sleep at like normal human hours and not be punished for a mistake that the devs make. So I think this one here needs to be kind of rehashed. The 3,000 is fair. I don't think anybody here needs anything more than that. If they start giving out compensations like last time, oh my God, it's going to cause so many issues. And I pray to God that the 3,000 is all we really get. But honestly, it should be given across the board. There should be no reason for people to have to, again, stay up late for a banner that they may completely skip and not need, just to make sure there's no issues happening with that banner, right? So, yeah, I think that one's unfair. I think that one's unfair. Like, I got it, but I still I feel bad for those folks who are asleep right now, right? I mean, we all got kids, we all got lives, we all got school, we all have work, we have some sort of obligation in real life to stop us from playing a video game and making sure that we're logged on again on in ungodly hours. Like, it's not fair. So devs, I really hope if you do ever watch this, if you watch any of my videos or anybody else's who's a content creator video, they'll probably tell you the same thing. Make this for everybody. Get away from having this habit of putting in a time frame for a 3,000 blue crystal compensation. That should be just across the board. That is your mistake. You messed up here. It doesn't matter if people were there to pull or not. I didn't pull. I was logged on. I didn't even notice, but I'm still getting the compensation. So don't penalize folks for not being able to take advantage of this. I think that's a little unfair. Anyways, guys, just wanted to talk about that real quick. Also, remember, this is going on. I did put out a guide for the Iron Giant EX1 and EX2. The EX1, I made a blank slate of like no breach materia, no water weapons, no debrave. If you want to make your life easier, use debrave, use breach, and use water weapons. Clearly, I use water materia and I use Tifa as my main debuffer, and I didn't break a sweat. Okay, that's not true. My guys died at the end except Tifa stayed alive. But I mean, I could have beaten without anybody dying, right? I did that purposely for a reason, because I'm trying to adhere to people who are a little more new to the game and don't have access to some of these resources, right? So EX1, I did like bare bones. Personally, I thought that was the best way to go, because it gives people an idea of how to use it at a bare bone stage and then maximize it using the EX2 strat, right? So I created an EX2 video last night as well using breach materia, Omni Strike with Tifa, which you can, by the way, use just debrave. You don't need to use Omni Strike. You don't have to have a weapon in order to do this. Just have debrave and breach and you'll be fine, right? And again, I did no water weapons because not everyone's going to have Maritime Sword or water weapons like Serpent Eater, etc. to beat this. So I did it again with just the proper materia, proper setup, and showed you guys exactly how you need to beat this fight. It was very, very easy. I did it at 129k, so you can absolutely beat it, guys, if you put a little bit of effort and time into your materia and then just set up the proper stats for your characters. Also note, this event is going on, but remember also that we have an upcoming event that is ending right here, the Pumpkin Fest, in 2 days. Make sure you guys are completing at least at the very least the weapon, right? I have one more to go, I believe. Let's just take a look here. Yeah, one more to go at 900. I need to finish this up myself, so I'll be farming this plus getting these gacha tickets. I really want these, and probably going for a little bit of Cloud's memories. Don't neglect this, guys. It's very important. I would highly recommend still focusing on this and getting it out of the way, and then moving on to Red 13's weapon, which absolutely sucks, by the way. But hey, it's a free weapon, and it's going to be used as a stat stick for some characters. So just get it done anyways. But this is still your main focus if you haven't completed it. Definitely get this done. All right, guys, this is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think about the compensation. I think it's a little unfair, and I hope they drop this whole habit of time. All right, guys, see you in the next one.